I'm Nick Seco from HomeRite Windows and Doors, and we're located in Waynesboro, Pennsylvania. So we do vinyl replacement windows, we do steel and fiberglass entry doors, we do aluminum storm doors, and we do sliding patio doors, all made by Provia. The windows are a vinyl replacement window, and it could be anything from double hungs to casements to bay and bow windows and everything in between. So when somebody calls in the office and needs an estimate, they get Roxanne on the phone typically, and she would schedule an appointment for me to come out and take some measurements, provide some literature, go through what options we have, and then I would follow up within about 24 to 48 hours with an estimate with all the details of the products as well as the installed price. I find that we're typically much more affordable than the companies that you see advertising on TV or in a lot of other places. If they're spending a lot of advertising dollars, obviously they're passing those costs on to their consumers. You could go to our website at HomeRiteWaynesboro.com, or you could call us at 717-749-4874.
Local and live, covering Franklin and Washington counties, it's Let's Talk Tri-State with Tiny and Katie.
Welcome to Let's Talk Tri-State, all powered by HomeRite Windows and Doors in Waynesboro, online HomeRiteWaynesboro.com. Joining us today, we have a farmer. His name is Hayden Conner out of St. Thomas, PA on Lincoln Way West with the Farmer's Garden. Hayden, how you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing great. It's good to see you today. Thank you so much for joining us. I think the biggest point about you that everyone should know right away is you're 16 years old. Yes,
that is correct. So I am 16 years old. I'm the sixth generation on my family farm. Mm-hmm. So by trade, we farm almost 1,000 acres here in Franklin County, PA. We do small bale hay and straw for the custom horse market, and my parents have always encouraged me to diversify and do what I always wanted to do. So this is how I kind of got into what I'm doing now, growing flowers and produce for the next generation of agriculture.
This is incredible. I had overheard you were having some conversations before we went on the air with some of our sales staff, and in overhearing those conversations, you would not think that the person speaking was 16 years old. You have a very good vision for what it is that you want your company to be. So the Farmer's Garden, how did this come to be? Is this just something that you said, this is what I want my business to be, this is what I want to do with my life, and you made it happen, is that correct?
So to a point, yes, but to a point, no as well. So it all started back in about 9th or 10th grade when I wanted to go to the career tech school for Franklin County. I originally actually wanted to go for ag mechanics, to go to be a mechanic, but I had gotten in a little late to the program, and I decided, well, this is what I can do, landscaping and horticulture. It kind of relates to what I'm doing on the farm, and it'll be a good class. So I went in, took an open mind to it, and here we are now. So last year, I did grew some plants in my bedroom, as funny as it is.
Okay.
And from there, sold them, went to some Snyder's Elevator and a few other places, feed mills, set up stand, sold it, worked. And now this year, here we are, 3 greenhouses, 45,000 plants, trying to provide for the community.
I've seen on your Facebook page, which is the Farmer's Garden on Facebook page, and everyone I encourage to go take a look at that. You would think, by looking at that it is this business that's been around for 20 years. You know what I mean? Because you have, the plants are so mature, they're so beautiful. It's you would think that it's just this long-standing tradition place, but it's basically relatively new according to you. You go from your bedroom last year or the year before to now, here you are with, what would you say, 3 greenhouses?
3 greenhouses, over 5,000 square feet of space, 45,000 plants.
That is incredible. Now, right now, obviously, most crops are not in. You have the flowers.
Correct.
So it's the primary focus right now, which is very fitting given that we're coming into Mother's Day. From what I understand, you have a big Mother's Day celebration planned. Is that
yes, correct? We are planning an open house for May 9th and 10th. We're inviting the entire community to come out. We're asking for everybody's support because we would love to make this a big deal, and we'd love to be here forever if that's what we could do. May 10th, we're feeding the first 1,000 people to come. We're having free meals for the first 1,000, starting at 10 a.m. till we run out. We're inviting everyone to come out. We'll have Mother's Day sales as well, discounts, great deals. We'd love to help in the community.
And you said you're the whole celebration 9th and 10th?
Yes, correct.
Okay. And on the 10th is when you can get dinner?
Yes.
All right. And what are you fixing? What are you having?
We're having pork barbecue sandwiches, macaroni salad, baked beans. We're going to do it with Martin's rolls. We're going to have Windy Knoll ice cream as well.
Okay.
And the Whistle Stop and Laymasters is actually helping us make the macaroni salad for the event as well.
Good for you. It sounds like you have the full support of your at least immediate local area.
Yes.
St. Thomas, right? And now we're going to go broad with this. So how far outside Chambersburg are you located, just to give everyone some perspective?
So from Chambersburg, we're a few miles off what would be probably 8 or 10 miles down 30 off of 81. Okay. But more locally, we're a mile outside of St. Thomas towards Fort Loudon, right along Route 30. You can't miss us. Greenhouses are right along the road.
Sure.
We'd love for everybody to come out.
Now, once we pass through Mother's Day, and I have a feeling I'm going to make a special request for you to come back, but because I'd love for you to bring some of so we can see on camera some of the things you have. So when we move past the immediate flower season, which obviously flower season we know lasts through the warmer months, but I'm sure at some point we're going to be getting some crops in. So what specifically are you expecting for your harvest this year to be able to offer the community?
Yeah, so really the flowers was phase one of the plan to get started and get going. This year we plan to offer a good variety of produce. There won't be much this year as we still try to continue to develop. But so we'll have some produce over the summer, watermelons, cantaloupe, really about all the produce you can think of that's local to the area.
Okay.
And then as we move into fall, we are actually planning right now our mum crop for the season with over 5,000 mums for this fall.
Unbelievable. So when it comes to the produce that you said, so we're tomatoes.
Yeah.
Are you doing corn?
Yes, sweet corn, plenty of it.
Plenty of it.
It's popular in our area.
That's a big seller, buddy.
Yeah.
You had me at cantaloupe and watermelon. Those are my two favorite things.
We try to grow them as big as we can.
My goodness. I tried growing my own, and I'm so excited when I get one that's the size of a softball when it comes to the cantaloupe.
Last year we did some 15, 20, 25 pounds. They're huge.
My goodness. And I'm assuming, now how do your prices compare? I mean, I don't expect you to get into specifics and say, well, a cantaloupe is this much, but when you look at the prices of other fruit stands and even in the grocery stores, how are you comparing as far as prices?
We try to be as competitive as possible. Of course, we do have some of our offset costs of being a smaller grower, so we have the extra expense of that because we can't buy in bulk. Right. But we want to keep it as competitive as possible and keep it cheap not cheap, but as cheap as possible for the community. Because
affordable and fair, right?
Yeah, because the community has supported us, so we want to support the community.
Right, and how better to support a community than by giving food in their belly, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So is there anything that we didn't cover, Hayden, that you wanted to make sure you covered?
As well, there's something I just want to say that the Career Tech School has done a lot for me. I still have one more year left in the program, but the Career Tech School has done a lot for me as a person and allowed me to do what I'm doing, especially in the landscape and horticulture program. Mr. Perry, he has taught for over 20 years. Okay. A lot of what I've learned about the floral and flower industry has come from him. So he's taught me a lot, and as well as my education at Cumberland Valley Christian School has taught me a lot as well. So I know I'm fortunate because of my parents to be able to go to those schools, go to Cumberland Valley, and then I was very fortunate for the opportunity at the Vote Tech School as they only accept a limited number of kids every year. Yeah,
I think you say you go to Cumberland Valley Christian School.
Correct.
I think what the word that I would use to describe you is blessed. And you're doing great things, my friend, and you are becoming and have already been a blessing to the community.
Yes, yes. So we're doing all we can. I know there's been several people reach out to us about donations. So we've done donations for 4-H FFA programs in the community, and really we just want to be a help as much as possible to the community as the community's been to us.
Well, I can tell you this, that people often worry about the next generation coming up. And if you're any indication of the next generation, we're in good hands, my friend. So it gives me good hope that you're there and you're doing the right thing up in St. Thomas. So I encourage everyone to visit you. So again, you're on Facebook at the Farmer's Garden.
Yeah.
Okay? And as of right now, if I remember correctly, so when you search, just so everyone knows, when you search for Hayden and the Farmer's Garden on Facebook, as of right now, early on, this may change at some point, but there's an H there. So think of Hayden, and there's an H for the profile picture. Just want to make sure you get to the right one, because there are several farmers' gardens on Facebook, and I know this only because I looked yesterday and was trying to, get a look and see.
Yeah, we're gonna try and get that profile picture updated. But I'm sure you know, we've been very busy filling these greenhouses.
A profile picture would be the last thing on my mind if I were in your position. So don't you worry about that. People can see an H. They can look for an H, right? And they know what to click. Hey, man, thank you so much for joining us today. I really wish you all the best with your endeavor. I think you are on shoot for the moon, man, because you're going to land there.
We're trying.
You're doing great stuff, and I may wind up showing up on the 10th there. My wife loves flowers, my daughter loves flowers, and who doesn't love pork barbecue, right?
Yep. Again, we're inviting everybody to come out. We hope for it to be amazing. I mean, literally, the scale of this is crazy. We have thousands of hanging baskets, thousands of planters, and individual pots. This, we hope to be a great event.
Well, look, moms love flowers. If you need flowers for mom, this is your guy right here. Hayden Conner, he is the owner of The Farmer's Daughter, and it's been a pleasure to have him and you along for the ride on today's Let's Talk Tri-State.
Let's Talk Tri-State.
If you'd like to be featured on an upcoming episode of Let's Talk Tri-State, call 717-597-9200 or email letstalk@921thegoat.com.